Hello, this is Cody here, teaching vocal lessons. This is the first part, the sample installment of what we normally do in a lesson. There are many different techniques and many different things that we use for teaching vocal technique and including breathing, exercises in tone, exercises in scales, testing your range, all sorts of stuff. And so in this video I'm going to try to do a quick rundown of the many things that we'll do in the lesson. So first of all, I'm a little slouched, but first of all what we do is when we're sitting we stand up straight. We don't have our backs slouched like this because we can't really sing. You gotta know that the vocal apparatus, the breathing apparatus, is like a large oval. It, comes first from your diaphragm, the lower stomach, goes up to travels up to your lungs, circulates through your lungs, and then goes up and out of your mouth like this. So starts here, comes up, and goes out. So when we're doing a vocal warm-up, we need to keep that in mind. And that's why we spend the first few minutes breathing. So we just breathe in maybe for 3 seconds. So I'm going to breathe in and hold for 3 seconds and then release. So breathe in. 1, 2, 3, release. Again. Feel the expansion as you breathe in. 1, 2, 3, release. Then again. 1, 2, 3, release. And 3 seconds is sort of like the minimum for when you're doing a voice warm-up, a breathing warm-up. And then you go to 5 seconds, and then to 8 seconds, and then to 10 seconds, and then to 15. Cut it off at 15. You don't want to suffocate yourself. But you want to make sure that each time you do this, I would say for the first week or two, practice the breathing for 3 seconds. That will train the mechanism to hold for 3 seconds every time. And then gradually, as the weeks go on, you move up to 5 seconds, and then 10, or 5, then 8, and then 10, and then kind of, when you start feeling comfortable after 10, cut it off at 10. And then again, we're going to practice the breathing again. Ready, and you see the expansion. You probably can't see it real well on this video, but you could feel an expansion. It pushes outward like this. It doesn't, you don't go like this. None of the action with the shoulders, because you're going to cut the air supply off right here at the end of the throat, and you're going to squeak. You're going to have this overshooting squeak, and you don't want that. What you want is the expansive breathing like this, and it just goes out. Like that. So try it a couple more times. Ready, breathe in. 2, 3, breathe out. Again. 2, 3, breathe out. And then once you're done with those, then what we usually do is we do your range. We actually test your range to see where you are. Doesn't matter where you're at. And I would start on whichever octave you're on. And I would just keep going up. I would go. And then keep going up. About right there, anywhere in here, if you start to feel tension, just back off. That's your range. Let's say if I tested somebody here and they got all the way up here. well then that means they've got an 2-octave range, 2.5-octave range right there. That's usually the average for most people. Sometimes they have 2 octaves, sometimes they have 1.5. It just depends on where you start and where you end sometimes too. So you test your range, and then we do what's called control, where we actually take your voice and we go ah, and we do it softly for a while, and then we slowly start to put more pressure. We put more volume towards it. So you're gonna go on and back again, and you just hold it in. And then before each one of these, you're gonna take a deep breath in, using your diaphragm. None of this. You're gonna use your diaphragm. So ready? Back again, and one more time. And keep the control. And you try that with each of these. Keep just going up by half steps. And you do that with each note in your range. Until you get to the top where you're feeling like out. If you start feeling out of it, then that's where your range cuts off, and that's time to stop. So those are the first 3 techniques that we give. I could give more, but we'll have to save that for the next video because I may be running out of time. Alright, so those are the first techniques that we have. Any questions, feel free to email me back on contact, and I'll see you later. Alright, bye.